Well, hello there, it's Kriint and welcome to another speed build. As you can see in the title, this week we're building a cafe in Brindleton Bay, and it's inspired a lot from a real life cafe, like not a specific one, but various ones that are usually near the seaside. To be honest, I've never been into a broad walk as Brindleton Bay has, but I've been a lot near the seaside and the beach and cafes like that, or bars, a lot of those. So yeah, I got heavily inspired from those and from what I've seen in reality, and I created something that's basically kind of modern but also stays true to the style of Brindleton Bay, at least this area. You will see it's half renovated, like half modern, half brick industrial, but I feel like even the brick part looks elegant. So I don't know, I'm really happy with the result. Like, it makes me happy, this build. It has many lights, fairy lights and other lights. I used a lot of curtains. I feel like this flowiness and like it's airy, it's very open space where basically the seats are. The problem is it doesn't really work that well in the Sims, but it looks very realistic. Because Sims just tend to sit, like stand up and drink their coffee, but it just looks so pretty. I love it. Like, it looks so realistic. It could easily be a build from real life, like a cafe from real life. You can see here as I place the curtains from the look that I'm going. I love it. I went with neutral tones. I didn't really want to have anything that goes bang in the eye. I wanted to visit, like, excuse me, I wanted your sim to visit a lot and feel like calm and enjoy the breeze and the sea and watch the seagulls and just everything. So as you can see, it's very open. Thankfully we don't have seasons, at least for this build, because thankfully I would love to have seasons, but for this build thankfully we don't, because I feel like it would be a huge problem, even though in real life you can easily like close the curtains, or they have those windows that they expand, or like you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, in The Sims it isn't going to be very useful if we get seasons, but other than that, it looks so pretty. I love it. As you can see, I get to play a lot with neutral tones, as I told you, like a lot of beige and whites. And the part that's actually kind of different is basically the original part of the building. In my mind, the owners tore a piece of the building apart and made that modern piece, and the other half of the building they left it as it was and just renovated the interior. I don't know, it's just, I like my builds to have a backstory, I guess. So as you see now, I'm placing a bit of greenery around the place. I'm gonna change them, as you see. Like, originally I placed them weirdly and I decided, you know what, we can minimize them now and make them smaller, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, so that's what I did. The fairy lights, I feel like, add those magical thing to it. Like, it would be perfect for a date and everything. I love it. You will see a lot of lights around that I feel like they add on how magical the place is and how romantic it can be. So yeah, the reason why I decided to go with a cafe is because I don't actually get to, while I play The Sims, visit a lot of lots, and that's kind of bad in reality, because I'm just too bored to load more lots. I'm like, why? I don't want to wait, just clicking those buttons, no. So when I visit lots, they're usually either restaurants, which I'm gonna make the lounge, the big lounge that looks like, private yachts club, into, I guess, a private yacht restaurant. I feel like it's more realistic. They couldn't go with a restaurant. like, because it's a game pack, and it's not available for everyone. And I go to bars because it makes sense. Plus cafes. I don't go to gyms, libraries, or any of those things. Like, with just a simple bookcase, I can read the books. With a just simple run, I can make my same fit. So I will very rarely visit those lots. Do you actually visit them? Like, rarely? Actively? What lots do you visit? I don't know. I would love to know, actually, because I think it's very interesting how different people play the game. I'm just too bored to load those lots. But those 3 type of lots, I do actually visit them a lot. Because, well, first things first, the restaurant, you get the pop-up. Same with the bar, same with the cafe. You get like those pop-ups that seems invite you. I'm like, oh hell yeah, let's go, we can chill there. And if I get like a pop-up for gym, which never happens, apart from when I send like an energized text, I'm like, oh hell no. So yeah, that's why I went with a cafe. I still don't know. Do you guys like these lights there? I did not place them. I was not sure if I like them or not. Like, they looked cool and they add to the whole, I guess, lights that I was going for, the whole light theme. But I don't know if I liked it. I wasn't so sure. I'm like, let's just remove it. I couldn't decide. And I felt like the blue was a bit like out of the color scheme. So yeah. Here is the cafe part of the cafe, and outside we have a lot of tables. It's basically a lot like a real cafe that you would visit in real life. So basically the cafe part is separate from the rest of the seating, and you usually basically sit down and order from your seat. It's not like Starbucks that you go to your barista, as it is in game, that you go to your barista and you get the thing, and you can either stand up or sit down or leave. So it works. I don't know, like I was taking the screenshots, you will see the screenshots. Originally, every effing one was sitting in this room, and it was like chaotic because this room is small. Like, you can see the building is not that big, so it get chaotic. But all of a sudden, Sims decided to grab their coffee and sit outside. I'm like, what made them change their mind? Like, I don't know how it works. Like, okay, I get it. Maybe they sit only if it is in the same room. I don't know. I don't effing know. I wish I did, but no idea. So yeah, you can see it, try to kind of separate it where the Sims, I guess the customers, would go and where basically the kitchen was, and try to make it as realistic as possible, again, as possible. Added an ice cream machine. I feel like since it is a cafe, the cafes that I visited that were next, to the scene, they were like this style that I went for, had food which you can get here, like cupcakes and cakes and stuff like that, small food or grilled cheese, like, something to just grab a bite. Or they had ice cream, so I'm like, oh hell yeah, I want ice cream. Because it's summertime, realistically, you want ice cream. You want ice cream. Also, there are coffees that have like ice cream on top of them. And, like, I've never tasted them. I feel like it's too weird and it's too much sugar for my liking. So yeah, I feel like it was appropriate to have an ice cream machine. This is basically kind of like the entry area. I tried to make it as fancy as possible, again with the fairy lights and the ice cream. I really like this painting with the ice cream because, again, going with the ice cream / coffee theme, and I tried to make kind of like a cool lights and designs, and you can see like the colors, they look so pretty. I wanted to change the color of each light individually, like make few of the outside lights orangey, purpley and stuff like that, and a few others make them a rather more yellow tone. but I had such a massive trouble. Like, I was clicking while I was taking the screenshots. I don't know why it didn't work. I actually didn't try again. Maybe I had to basically turn the game off and on, restart it, but no idea. So I was clicking like change set color and intensity, however the game says it, and it just nothing popped up, like nothing. I'm like, oh, why? It's just so annoying. So I removed this. I decided, maybe a few cafes have like a wall with board games and you can choose, and I love that concept. Like, go to a cafe, drink your coffee and play board games. This is life. Like, I love it. And few others I saw, like, I don't recall, an episode from somewhere recently that was basically a restaurant, and they had those, I don't recall how they're called, but those bubble makers, but in real life that they don't make bubble but they make smoke in a restaurant, and I felt like maybe it looks elegant enough. But actually, before taking the screenshots or uploading to the gallery, which happened like a few days later, I decided to remove it. I felt like it was not really matching the entire style that was going, and it was just out of the theme. So yeah, not having it, I removed it. So we're coming close to the end, and you will see the screenshots. I think I took few in the night, or all of them in the night. I don't recall, honestly. Okay, I took them in the nighttime. Yeah, you can see here, like, all the lights. I think it's so pretty, especially, when the sun comes down. I love it. If you want to download it, I usually put a link in the description down below, and you can click there, or you can search my username, which is the exact same as here in the gallery, and you will find it there too. If you want to see more rebuilding Brindleton Bay theme builds, there will be a playlist at the end. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you will have an amazing day, and take care. Bye!